March 29, 2024. The Mini Reflection Series by Brother Vincent Nguyen, SPD. Reflection number 7. At the foot of the cross. Dear friends, I hope you have listened to the reflection number 6, and thank you for continuing to listen to my last reflection of the series. At the foot of the cross, I look up at Jesus and ponder, "Oh Jesus, why did you die for us? Why did you give away your very precious life for us? We don't deserve it at all because we are cruel. We are mean and selfish. We do everything we can to get what we want. We lie, we cheat, we steal, we hate, we fight, we thirst for power and wealth. We even kill one another to get what we want. Innocent lives we take, and we think we are doing the right thing. Oh Jesus, why did you die for us?" Dear friends, my Catholic faith explains that Jesus was willing to accept to die on the cross so that he would achieve salvation for humanity. Another reason is because no one has greater love than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. John chapter 15, verse 13. Jesus accepted to die on the cross in order to show us the ultimate and unconditional love of God for humanity. In other words, God is willing to go all the way to save us, even if it costs him the precious life of his only Son. Even to this day, God is still doing everything to show us his love. I also ponder why we are still alive today. On the cross, Jesus would have said this after being mocked. "Father, they are not worthy of your love. Let us wipe them out." If this was what Jesus said, you and I would not exist today, and we would never know God and his love for humanity. Thankfully, Jesus begged his Father, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." Luke chapter 23, verse 34. God the Father, because of his Son's bidding, chose to forgive us instead of condemning us. This is beautifully reflected in the song "God Still Forgives," which I sang in the previous reflection. Additionally, God is also waiting for us to return to him. As depicted in the parable of the prodigal son, God is waiting patiently for his sinful but beloved children. God is indeed waiting for all of us to rise from our sinful stage and to return to him decisively. Because he is still forgiving and waiting for us, we are still alive and have a chance. But don't you agree that your life is limited and short? So, what are you waiting for but to rise up and return to God? Do you think that Jesus has died in vain? You may say yes, because the world has not changed since then. It is still full of pain and suffering. You may be right, but I think you are wrong. The world is still full of pain and suffering, not because Jesus has died in vain, but because our hearts are too hard. In my opinion, Our hearts are the hardest thing in the whole universe because it can't even prevent God from coming to us. Jesus' death is not in vain because it has changed and saved me and many others. But the change only happens to you when you stop hardening your heart and allow God to touch your life. After all, are you convinced of God's love for humanity and for you? If not, then why? What must it take to convince you? Must Jesus come and die again? Did you hear what Jesus said? Blessed are those who have not seen and have believed. John chapter 20, verse 29. Dear friends, we have come to the end of the series. Thank you for your support and prayers. If God permits, I may do another series. I hope that by listening to my reflections, you will touch and inspire. May the darkness of sin and the night of unbelief vanish before the light of the Word and the Spirit of grace, and may the heart of Jesus live in the hearts of all people. Saint Arnold Jansen's prayer, the founder of the Society of the Divine Word, also known as Divine Word Missionaries. Goodbye, friends.